Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my week-ending analysis for the precious metal sector. My name is JR. Today is the 13th day of February 2015, 12:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just a quick analysis here to end the week. This is your monthly chart here for gold. So currently testing this 20-day moving average on the monthly chart. This is a long-term analysis. So I'll do the monthly, weekly, and daily charts on both gold and silver. And I'll also throw in a little bit of the Dow Jones. So this is your monthly chart. Currently testing this 20-day moving average. I've said it a few times here. Anytime you test this 20-day moving average a few times, eventually you're going to break that level of resistance, right? So here we have one test, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7th time that we've tested this 20-day moving average. So eventually it's bound to break, and it looks like it's broken now, but currently still holding in resistance at the 20-day moving average on this monthly chart. Current prices are 12.29 weekly. Let me just also say that the stochastics are still on the upside, so still further room to go up on the weekly chart. All right, so this is what we have on the weekly chart, right? This is your resistance. Now, I mentioned last video that we would find some resistance in this area. We actually did when above this 20-day moving average. Okay, the 20-day moving average is now flat, looking at 3 o'clock, not necessarily positive and not necessarily bullish. Okay, but anytime you want to see a change of trend, this is what you'd like to see. You want to see the 20-day moving average come down, you want to see it flatten out, and then you want to see it start to rise. Currently, still moving sideways. Stochastics on the weekly chart looking a little bearish, so still further room to fall. If it falls down any further, this could be the next level of resistance, which I also think I pointed it out. I'd probably say between 1196 all the way down to 1168. But I would also like to add that if it does fall below, let's say 1200, I would probably say that it's not going to look too good, especially if it falls below 1160. That's definitely not going to be good at all for this market. What we want to see is we want to see a continuation of higher highs. Okay, that's your weekly chart and your daily chart here for gold. I'll clean this up a bit. Okay, let's do this right here. So this is my zone. I set this on the last video here. Beautiful zone here. In the daily gold market, stochastics are oversold, so we do expect a little bit of a move to the upside, at least targeting 1250, and currently testing this level here, but has not surpassed below this level. Okay, that's your daily chart on gold. So again, I do expect to hopefully come up at least to the 1250 zone, and now we have an issue where we're below this 20-day moving average. Remember, again, I said that you want to go above. Let's delete all this so we can see this clearly. But we want to see the move up below, up above the 20-day moving average, right? Come back down, test the 20-day moving average again, create another high, come below the 20-day moving average, and here's your move. Now we're above the 20-day moving average. You come down, you retest this level here, and now this is the level where we're either going to create another high or maybe come around this area here. And the same thing when you're looking to change trends on the opposite direction. So you have a 20-day moving average coming up. You want to see the band start to flatten out, and now you want to see the 20-day moving average. So if this is beginning to, again, the daily chart is bullish. The weekly chart is probably still neutral, looking to create new highs. So on this daily chart, what we don't want to see is we don't want to see this 20-day moving average hold and then create another low. That's what we don't want to see. But again, only time will tell at this point, right? So right now, as of now, this is your low. We haven't created another low. This is your, this would be the zone right here. Okay. And this would be your next zone. I do not want this market to fall below this level here, the 1200 zone. Technically, this can fall below, this can test this level here as well. But ultimately, I'd like to see this market at least attempt 1250 before changing its mind, either going higher or coming back down. But that's where we are on the daily chart here for gold. And at this point, it's just really a matter of time before we either break out to this side or come back down and create another low. But the daily chart is still bullish. We still haven't created another low, and I would probably say this will be your next low, 1200. Okay, that's your daily chart. Let's look at silver. Silver doing exactly what we want it to do. Let's look at the monthly chart. For silver, currently testing this 20-day moving average. Now the 20-day moving average, here it is coming down. Looks like it's starting to flatten out here. But we still need a stronger test of this 20-day moving average. I'd like to see this silver go up higher, at least to the $19 range here on this monthly chart. Now stochastics are moving higher. We have a few nice, decent candles, not really good candles, but again, it does look like it is attempting to at least test this $19 level. On the weekly chart, you have the move that we'd like to see. We have a test of the 20-day moving average, come back down, create a low, right? Establish a low, go above this 20-day moving average. Currently in the process of testing this 20-day moving average. What I'd like to see from silver is a move up here. This is where we're going to find the next level of resistance at around $19. So we're in right now in this market here on the weekly chart, roughly right here. I'd like to see this market go up to the $19 level. And of course, this is your daily chart here. So again, I'll clean this up a bit so we can have a clear vision here. And so again, let's say this again. So we have the 20-day moving average coming down. You have a flattening out of the 20-day moving average. Now the 20-day moving average is starting to rise, right? So now that we have a rising 20-day moving average right here, starting to level out a bit. But as far as silver goes, silver has broken through this level, which I pointed out last video. Come back down, retest this zone. Currently spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. If you want to count these two, 7, 8 days in the zone, did not create another low, and now it's looking to head higher. We have a really nice candle here. We have a really nice bullish candle here. I'd like to see the day close at around the 1730 level, maybe even higher. And what we need to do is we need to surpass this 20-day moving average so the 20-day moving average doesn't start to turn around on us like on gold. But the fact that silver's moving, that'll probably suggest that gold will maybe move a little bit slower, but it will also move in the same direction. Good bullish candle here. I'm excited about this trade here. And again, as of now, this is the buy zone here. Now we'd like to create another high. Now I do want to point out that these levels of resistance here, you have a lot of resistance. You have levels here which we've already surpassed. We have more levels here. We have more levels here. We have more levels here. So anytime you have just levels on top of levels, levels on top of levels, they usually don't hold out very well. So I'm hoping that this silver market is going to be able to continue to create higher highs, and at least test this $20 area here. Okay, that's what I'd like to see. Definitely, I am expecting a test of the $19 level. And again, so far so good. Spend a couple of days in this zone here, but you want to be patient. This can easily break down, no big deal, because if it does, you get stopped out and we'll just look for the next opportunity. But a lot of good positive trades. Just the market technically is really working out really nicely. At this point, we just want to take it easy, allow this market to come together the way we'd like it to come together, and hopefully create another high here. All right. This will be really what we're looking for, roughly around here. Maybe a move up here to the $19 level here where we can continue to zigzag our way up. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones as well. The Dow Jones creating new highs. Now still trading within this range here. Came out a low. I said that this low might be some really nice support. It ended up being really nice support. Look at this market. Market just ran up. Currently at the top of this zone here. But again, until we surpass this level here, this previous high of 18, let's say, I think the high is 18,103. So again, until we can surpass this level here, I think, again, if you like the sideways action, you're a good short here between 18, put a stop loss at around 18.2, and hopefully come back down all the way over here. Great risk to reward. If it goes well, good. If it doesn't, then no big deal, because you were risking literally 1 to make 4 or 5 minimum. But now we have in a situation where you have a move up, have a flattening out, and you have a move down. Now it's starting to flatten out again. Now it's starting to move up. So again, trade with caution. Again, any shorts would be considered counter trend. All right. The stochastics on the daily chart are a bit oversold. So again, I still do expect a little bit of a dip. But this is your broadening formation here. Again, this broadening formation is targeting this area here, around the low 16,000 level. Okay, or maybe at least a test of this trend line here at around 16,700. All right, and that's your charts. Guys, happy Valentine's tomorrow. I hope you guys all have a great weekend, and looking forward to the market next week. Market is looking really robust, very nice, and now we just have to see this market come together. Wish you guys the best this weekend, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.